Radio X Kulturtipp. Präsentiert von der Protz, das Kulturmagazin für die Region Basel.
Das Anti Mass Kollektiv aus Uganda ist eine Gruppe von DJs, Producers und Kunstschaffenden. Nebst der Liebe zur Musik und Kunst verbindet sie auch, dass sie alle queer sind. Weil in Uganda aber das neue Gesetz gegen LGBTQI-Menschen eingeführt worden ist, das das Leben als queerer Mensch mit höchsten Risiken verbindet, sind Turkana, Nsasi und Authentically Plastic vom Anti Mass Collective von Uganda nach Europa ausgewandert, um hier ihrer Lebensweise und ihrer Kunst nachzugehen. Aber schon vor dem Gesetz habe es ständig Razzien gegeben. Authentically Plastic, selber DJ und Producer, erzählt:
Ramba was one of the queer bars in Kampala, and there was a police raid there, and then it shut down. So it kind of came out of that environment of like feeling really at risk and in danger, and figuring out other ways we can continue to be together. And the best way at the time seemed to be like, you know, this nomadic party, which would move around, and it would be, you know, a mixed space, you know, where like people of different, you know, orientations can be in. For me personally, I was thinking like, if we can show within this like small space of the party that people can coexist, then why shouldn't it be possible out there, you know?
Die Art von Space zu schaffen, wo ganz unterschiedliche Menschen mit unterschiedlichen Ausrichtungen und Bedürfnissen und Ausdrucksformen zusammenkommen, das sollte sich doch auch auf den Rest der Welt übertragen, sagt Authentically Plastic. Leider sind wir aber noch von dem weit entfernt. Turkana erklärt, dass wenn das Anti Mass Collective in Uganda Partys organisiert hat, dass sie nie öffentlich Werbung gemacht haben, aus Angst vor der Polizei.
I mean, even when we were advertising it, we were not advertising directly. So it was like kind of a community thing, like invite your friend or send it to your friend. That kind of thing to try to be able to control who comes into the spaces and the parties. You know, of course for security, but also just for the energy. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I also feel like Kampala has always been that space where it's even amidst before the law, it was like a space where you need to be extra careful.
I mean, I was in Uganda over like December and January, and yeah, like now there were queer parties, house parties happening, and then there was a police raid at one of these house parties. So it's like, even those are not safe. So like the degree of paranoia around has reached that level, you know? So it doesn't seem even safe to have something inside your own like home, you know? It's crazy.
Oh, I was gonna say that we are like thinking about ways of continuing, like to throw parties, but in different environments. So it's like, how can we, you know, collaborate with other collectives to like throw parties in a way, it's like to try to build community or to bring community here in terms of like performances, with collaborating with some artists from home, you know, in a way to continue to do the parties here, like in Europe, like, yeah, but in a way that's gonna have a lot of like networking, getting to know the right, you know, the right people, the right space. Yeah, but it's something that we're thinking about.
Wir wollten fragen, wie sich das denn anfühlt, die eigene Heimat, also Kampala, zu verlassen, um sich komplett neu anders, wie zum Beispiel in London oder Berlin, niederzulassen.
Change can be interesting, you know, to actually learn stuff, and you know, I think for me that's one of the things, but also most importantly, it's like, because of course I'm part of a community, I'm part of an environment like back at home, and I think, you know, the law or the stress that comes around with it is a bit too much, you know, and I'm like, if I have the opportunity not to be there, you know.
I think the same pretty much. Yeah, like when you're not able to create a space and not be like super worried about like police raids or whatever, like the government coming for you. And also, yeah, just the state making it hard to like meet, other people, and to be together, or even to very simple things like, to be in a relationship, it's just totally not sustainable.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, even that part where it's your landlord or your everyday, someone that knows about you, can just report you that you're gay and your existence is a crime, sort of thing. But yeah, I mean, for me personally, it was part of my plan at some point to be able to move to a different part of, Europe and experience something different, something new.
Nsasi schafft als Producer an einem neuen Album. Authentically Plastic ist ebenfalls an einer neuen LP dran und Turkana ist mitten in den Arbeiten rund um einen Film.
Personally, I've been working on my album and it's coming out this year in April. So I'm excited for that. So most of the beginning of the year, I was really swamped into understanding it even more. So it's been that creative process for me at the moment.
This year, trying to work on a second album of mine. Also hoping to have some visual collaborations come out of that. More, kind of like a world building, build a world around the whole release. Hopefully that will come out of several residencies which I have this year.
I'm gonna finish my film. I think that's something that I want to do this year. But honestly, I am just trying to stay on my feet. To be more grounded because of, the change of environment. I feel like most of my last year went into trying to exist in a new space. My functional ecosystem is I can't have access to that. So I don't know, I just feel like I just want to, I'm making music, but more at an easy pace. I just really want to feel mentally grounded. Yeah, I feel like that's what I need the most right now, is to just be steady. Yeah.
Das war ein Gespräch mit dem Anti Mass Collective aus Uganda, das wir Ende Februar in Zürich aufgezeichnet haben. Turkana, die wir ebenfalls gehört haben im Interview, ist gleich schon zu Basel und legt am Samstag zu oben im Wurm auf dem Wolf-Areal auf. Und für Radio X mit Turkana, Nsasi und Authentically Plastic geredet hat Daniel Bürgin.
Radio X Kulturtipps.
Album von der Woche.
Jeden Tag mehr.
Kontrast.
Präsentiert von der Protz, das Kulturmagazin für die Region Basel.